What is Pac'n? Bryce, where are we, dude? What is this studio?
Q29 Video Studio. Welcome, Jack.
All right, but dude, what is around here? Is there like an insane asylum, like a nuclear spill? Is there like chemicals from East Palestine that just came over this area?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm not from this area. I don't know this area. This is new to me. This is a new studio, new area.
Okay.
So when I come up here, it's about an hour away. Okay, on my way up today, I'm on my way, moseying up here, nice, on a regular drive, and is there a college up here?
Yeah, Marist College, maybe?
Marist College. Okay, so Marist College, I just saw a big college entrance sign, right? Yep. I'm sitting at a traffic light. Now, I'm first one right there at the light, and there's like a median in between, and I have my window down, and I'm just like listening to music, whatever. I look over my left shoulder. Here's the fucking Grim Reaper standing there.
What?
Dude. There's a guy dressed up as the Grim Reaper, and he's not small. This motherfucker's got to be 6'5", and he's standing on the corner casually smoking a cigarette as the Grim Reaper.
Oh, dude.
Dude, it scared me. I was the only one scared. It must be like a normal thing up here because everyone else carried on about their business. And this guy's standing there smoking a cigarette. I looked over. I was like, yo, smoking kills. The guy chuckles. He's like, huh, good one. And I took off.
Oh, man, unbelievable. He is a regular in the community. Yeah, he's a regular.
What community? This is what I'm talking about.
What
community? What are we? We have no class in society. We have completely lost all class in society.
Oh, man.
Like, this is what I mean. Like, some people, they're like, oh, I have money. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have class. There was a show in the 70s. It was called the Beverly Hills Hillbillies.
Yep. I know
They hit gold, went out to Beverly Hills, and they were just embarrassing with the money. Mm-hmm. And this is where we're at in America. Dude, it all went downhill. Have you seen, like, airline commercials from the 70s and 80s?
I don't know. What are they? What?
Dude, men in suits boarding planes.
Okay.
The women, they have high heels and skirts. The stewardesses are complete smoke shows.
Yep.
They have full meals. They have cocktails, martinis on the flight.
The good old days,
The
Jack.
good old days. The good old days. Now, do you know what the airlines look like?
What?
Have you seen the brawls? It's nothing but airline brawl videos, homeless men shitting and sleeping in the street, and gang violence on YouTube.
Oh, no.
I just watched a video. Viewer discretion is advised. There's a video of a man in St. Louis that executed another man point blank in the back of the skull with a gun.
Oh, no.
I was like, what is going on here? And now, like, you keep go through all your timeline, all this stuff. The people in Palestine?
Oh, no.
In Ohio, the poor people with the chemicals floating over their head, causing all their rashes. The fish are dying. The dogs are itching. The cats are barking. Oh, Nothing makes sense in East Palestine anymore.
It's madness, Jack.
It's madness, and no one even wants to go there. No one wants to go there. I feel uncomfortable. This podcast, I'm just letting you know right now, all proceeds are donated to East Palestine, to the citizens out there of this podcast. We're doing this is a fundraiser for the horrible, tragic chemical accident that happened in East Palestine. Now, we're not doing it in East Palestine. We're not even near Ohio, but I'm not saying I would ever go there. But the poor people that are there, they're stuck.
That's nice of you, Jack.
I felt horrible for them.
Yeah, I know.
The bullfrogs have 3 legs.
They do?
They do. I saw the video. There's a guy standing in a river with a stick, and he like hits the ground, and just blue liquid just drifts up from the mud.
Ugh.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's the end of times, feels like.
Well, you know what the thing is? Like,
what?
So the current president, Joe Biden, he is not going there. He hasn't been there yet. He ain't going there. Everyone's like, why isn't Joe there? I can tell you why Joe's not there. Because Joe will die, okay? It's like asking why the Russian oligarchy, the higher-ups of Russia, weren't at the Chernobyl spill. They were smarter, okay? I see the people on the Chernobyl one where they're in full-on hazmat suits pushing, like, ex-convicts towards the pile. They're like, you go first. This is what we need to do in East Palestine.
What?
Nobody's wearing gear. There's a senator standing in like muck boots in a river, and he's like, look at the chemicals in this water I'm in. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Put the hazmat suit on. Let the professionals get in there.
Woo.
Stop cutting promos. You're going to die.
That's right.
Everyone's like cutting a promo. They're like, let's go to East Palestine and stand by the largest chemical disaster in the United States to date. No protection. And let's cut a promo.
I hear you.
Am I the only one? Am I like, this is crazy?
I'm not gonna lie, you're starting to make sense, Jack.
That's the thing. I may be crazy, but I'm not lying. I mean, I'm not lying. This is craziness that's right in front of me. I'm just pointing out the obvious. But I got to get down to brass tacks. On this episode, what we really got to talk about, we're coming up with shirts. New shirts for the podcast. Have you heard about the shirts?
We're going to have some shirts?
We're in the process. We're currently trademarking, copyrighting these T-shirts.
What are they going to be? What are they going to be, Jack?
Well, this is, if it's not copyrighted and trademarked yet, someone's going to do it, especially as soon as they hear it. The slogan on bumper stickers, on T-shirts, on sweatshirts, I don't have a drinking problem. You have a problem with my drinking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. We are currently trademarking and copyrighting these for sale. If you tend to wake up to texts asking if you're all right or how'd you get home, or hey, this is Johnny, the local bartender from your pub, telling you to come get your credit card and your car that's been here for 4 days, you need this shirt. If your local liquor store has a picture of you behind the counter with a plaque that reads Customer of the Month, you need this shirt.
Okay.
If the auto body shop down the street from you carries spare parts for your car and knows your insurance phone number by heart, you need this shirt. If the pets in your house hide underneath the table after 11 p.m., you need this shirt. If you had 3 marriages and the first one and the last one were to the same person, you need this shirt. If you send I love you texts after 10 p.m. on a weekday and all you get back is, that's nice, you need this shirt. I'm telling you. If you have distant relatives in other states, other countries, that purposely do not answer your phone calls on their time zone, not your time zone, their time zone, you need this shirt.
I might need a shirt, Jack.
You need this shirt. We're going to sell these, all the proceeds. Please, it will be up. Bryce is taking care of this. Everyone's on it. The crew is on it. We're getting these shirts made. We're going to put them up for sale. All proceeds are going to the poor victims. I would say citizens, but the victims of East Palestine, Ohio. God love them. God bless them. And when they meet him, because they fucking will, may God keep them.
That's very charitable of you, Jack Lemons.
I'm telling you, but you know what the thing is, like, I'm a guy that's a realist. You know, I mean, I everyone talks about my opinions, and you're always right. You're always right. I'm not always right. I'm a man. I am a man of gratitude and humbleness. I'm working on being humble, like from Pulp Fiction. In conversation, what was that quote from Pulp Fiction? You know what I'm talking about. John Travolta, Uma Thurman.
Right.
In conversation, do you wait to speak or do you listen or do you wait to speak? And then John Travolta sly with the hair, you know, before he was blowing dudes in massage parlors. And he was like, hey, I wait to speak, but I'm working hard on trying to listen. That's me. I have opinions, but I will admit when I'm wrong. And this segment of What's Pac'n Podcast is where Jack was right and where Jack was wrong.
Where Jack was right and where Jack was wrong.
First up, I'll happily admit I was wrong. I was wrong about Zelensky.
What?
I was wrong about the president of the Ukraine. I will admit, at the beginning of this war, I was for Zelensky. He had the quote of wars, the quote of wars.
What was it?
They said, we will send you a helicopter. And he says, I don't need a ride. I need ammo. That I was like, oh my God, give me your hero cock. I want your hero cock. I'll suck your hero cock. Please, Mr. Zelensky, give us the hero dick. That's what we did. America as a whole sucked Zelensky's big fat hero cock, and he couldn't wait to give it to us. He's like, here's my hero cock. Choke on it. Give me 500 million. And that's what we did. We're like, give us more hero chode. That's what we did.
Okay.
And now I will happily say I was wrong. This guy is going to push us to a nuclear war, a doomsday, an Armageddon of epic proportion. And he used his hero cock and our money to do so. If you don't believe me, if you think I'm crazy, and if you think I'm lying, just listen to the last interview this guy did. In his own words.
What'd he say?
He said Americans will be sending their children, their sons and daughters to die for Ukraine soon as Ukraine loses. If the Ukraine loses, America is going to be sending their sons and daughters next.
He said that?
Direct quote.
Jeez.
It is all over the internet, all over Twitter, all over TikTok, all over. This guy is offering up our American citizens, our sons and daughters. He's killed his own, sent his own out there to die. They either died or they left. We have sent all of our sons and daughters money. We've sent all their money there. And now he wants us to send our kids? Nah, nope. I was wrong. I thought he was a hero. I was all about it. I was like, save the Ukraine. Bomb Russia. Fuck Putin. Mm-hmm. I am changing my stance. I was wrong.
Jack Lemons was wrong. But I agree with you now, Jack.
Listen, Bryce, when we're talking about nuclear war, nobody wins. Nobody's right when it comes to nuclear war.
That's right.
You know? So I was wrong on Zelensky. COVID. Jack was right. Jack was right on COVID.
Right about COVID, people.
I am unvaxxed, unmasked, unwaxed, and ready to talk about COVID.
Okay.
Let me tell you, if I told everybody once, I told them 1,000 times, stay away from the vaccine. Don't do it. This thing was made in a lab, okay? This thing it's not natural. It didn't come. You're telling me that an inland Chinese merchant ate a bat and that had sex with a penguin, and now we have COVID? No. Maybe if you told me a Thailand street vendor, but definitely not inland Chinese. The inland Chinese and the Thailand street vendors are completely two different markets. One's wet, one's dry. So don't tell me at the wet market that a dry, aspirating variant came from that. That's a whole load of bullshit, okay? Especially from the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Of course they would want you to believe that. The real truth of it is the COVID variant, now cited by members of the United States government, the Department of Energy to be specific, and also branches of the FBI, have come out of 10 branches. 4 of them are still riding the narrative of, we don't know. We don't have enough info. 2 of them said this thing was made in a lab. And the other 2 are going, well, we're going to see what happens in the next election. Then we're going to make a decision. The 2 that said this came from a lab, you know how they found out? The same way I found out.
Alex Jones.
No, but yes. No, but yes. If that's a no, but a yes answer, I want to go with the no, but the yes.
Okay.
See, I'm going to say no to the Alex Jones, but yes to the lizard people of New York. After seeing the ghost of Christmas past standing on the corner up there smoking a cigarette.
By Marist?
By Marist. That guy, the Grim Reaper out there.
Right.
I believe the lizard people came from New York. That I'm with.
Okay.
Now I'm on that one.
Okay.
I'm on that bus.
But
COVID, everyone knew, these government agencies, they knew it came from a lab because they looked at the name of the fucking lab. The name of the lab is the Wuhan Institute for Virology and COVID-19 Studies.
What?
It says that.
What?
It says that on their homepage. You can look this up. It says this building is for, I have it written down.
No way.
This lab is for the Wuhan Institute of Virology for COVID Studies. Come on, people.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a genius. I just read. God blessed me with a couple things. One was the ability to read. I read. And it said right there,
what?
This lab is the institute that studies COVID. Nobody knew what it was.
Right.
Nobody knew what it was. They did. You know why? Because they made it. Just so happens that this strand of this variant called COVID came from this town, this city called Wuhan, and they happen to have the Wuhan Institute for COVID Studies, that building right next to where that market they said it all came from.
What do you think? It's a big genome editing gun that shoots SARS into a little petri dish?
They're doing it. They're doing the genome thing. They're doing that with Plum Island, the studies on Plum Island and Long Island where the West Nile virus came from. They're doing all that. They're shooting things up. They're expanding cells. They're breaking down cells. They're moving chromosomes. They're making COVID in Wuhan. It's nuts. And now the pathetic, like late night comedy guys are backtracking. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to us as a society that they lied to us and they keep lying to us. And what's the point? The whole point of this is so they can keep pumping vaccines that they're making billions of our money off of. They're going to kill us. They're going to kill us with heart disease, cataract arrests, the whole nine. You name it, we're fucked. We're fucked.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you.
So Jack was
COVID,
right.
I'm going to say Jack was right.
Jack was right, people.
I'm going to say Jack was right.
Look it up.
The Hunter Biden laptop. I've been singing from the rooftops. I've been screaming from the rooftops. I feel like U2 when they played on the roof outside of the Apollo Theater. Look up, people. Just look up, because I'm right up there. Where's all this beautiful noise coming from? Oh, my God, right above my head. Hunter Biden's laptop, am I right or wrong? It's still a close call. The jury is still out.
It's a close call, people.
It's a close call. I mean, this one has to go to the ump. What is it? Tie goes to the runner?
Tie goes to the runner, Jack.
Tie goes to the runner. I think I'm going to take this one and say I was right, but we still have time.
Jack was right, maybe.
The Hunter Biden situation, what is unfolding in front of Congress currently as we speak, they are ripping ex-Twitter employees out of their mother's basements. They're pulling them from their penthouse in San Francisco. They're yanking them from the dark room retreats that they're doing in Colorado. They're getting all these Twitter executives in.
For what?
For all the Twitter files, the misinformation, the censorship, the fuck it to the American society that they tried to pull. They're pulling these people in front of Congress. They're getting done with Twitter. Now they're going after the members of the FBI, Merrick Garland. They're going after the fucking border people, all of them. They all should be brought up. But I can't wait next, in the next couple months, people, we will find out.
What?
Hunter Biden's laptop. It is going to break. I am not reading a crystal ball here. I'm just reading the truth. The next 2 months, we will find out the Hunter laptop, whatever it is real. That's actually him actually smoking crack, actually getting in fights with prostitutes and pimps over an 8-ball. It happened. He did it. He videotaped it. He posted it. I mean, it's unbelievable. He did embezzle all those billions from that energy company in the Ukraine.
You sure, Jack?
I'm positive this is all going to come out. But that's why I can't say I told you so quite yet, because we still have some time.
Is he going to testify, Jack?
I hope so, and I can't wait. It's going to be fucking phenomenal. Can you imagine that testimony? That's the guy you want. That's the guy you want, an inside guy, because he is. He was born into wealth. He was born into that level of class, that rare air society that few of us will ever experience. He was born there. Mm-hmm. He didn't choose to be there. He was born there. And what did he do with it? What? Snorted it right up his nose. Right up his nose, right off the ass cheek of a poor impoverished person, up his nostrils, and then he fucking argued with them about it. About not what happened, but what he didn't want to pay for. He was like, what I just snorted didn't feel like a full 8-ball. He's like, it didn't. And it's funny how cocaine does that to people.
Come on, Jack.
I tell you what, I'm kind of on Hunter Biden's side.
Why? How?
Because who would think 8 balls go that quick? You know? I mean, when you're doing cocaine, it's a good time until someone has to pay the tab.
That's okay.
And that's the problem.
Oh, Jack.
I can't wait to see this guy up there. Can you imagine him in front of the Senate and then they're dangling? Now it's not even a crack. Now it's like they're going to dangle like a fentanyl in front of him, like a little, some guy with like nuclear gloves on is going to be like, see the little 8-ball in here? It's like a little package. And he's going to be like, oh my God, I need it. He's going to be in that like interview situation with the desk and everything. And you're going to see this guy start itching. He's like, what? Crack? No, I never done crack. Why? Do you have any? Does anybody have any crack? Is it here?
On, Jack.
He's like, I don't smell it here. He's like, I don't smell it. You know, I can't wait to, like, Josh Hawley's going to sit up there at Congress and be like, Hunter Biden, have you ever done crack inside of the White House? He's like, no, I've never done crack. I don't like crack. I just like the way it smells, you know? That's the problem. It's I don't like doing crack. I just like the way crack smells, you know? This guy is a fucking sideshow, and I can't wait for all to come out. And he's my favorite person. I'm jealous of this guy. I want to be this guy. Who doesn't want to run around and just do whatever the fuck you want without any repercussions of your actions? That's America. That's the dream, right? That's what we all achieve. We want to achieve. That's where you're supposed to be. Hunter Biden, the jury's still out. The jury's still out, but time will tell. But that's what I'm saying. I'm man enough to admit when I was right, and I'm man enough to admit when I was wrong.
That's
and
good,
I can
Jack.
positively say the jury is still out Hunter Biden, so, I'm 1 for 1 right now. But we'll see. Like the story of the Chinese farmer. Time will tell. Time will tell.
This man's always good for a good analogy.
I'm telling you, man, time will tell. But in the meantime, support the East Palestinians. Support your fellow man. Their skin is peeling off their bodies from the fucking chemicals. And if you can't support them by buying our T-shirts, all proceeds go to East Palestine residents. If you can't support them by buying our T-shirts, at least buy the chemicals.
Okay.
Listen, it's a business. They got to keep that train a-rolling. It pays for so many jobs. The union guys that are out of work right now, not collecting OTA. Oh my God, God bless. I'm telling you, there's a lot of condos in Miami right now that are unrented for the month of February and March because of that train crash.
God bless them.
Support the union, support the blue collar, support East Palestine. That's it. We're fucking out of here. As always, health, wealth, happiness. Save East Palestine.
Goodbye, people.